I always thought it's instinctive to be good to oneself, but it turns out that some people need to learn it. Bonnie is my junior in college, with a very kind face. She is indeed very good to everyone, especially to her boyfriend. After graduating from college, she became a secretary. At that time, her boyfriend was still studying for a master's degree in another city, and she would transfer money to his account every month to support him. Sometimes, she even worried about her boyfriend's self-esteem. She has even secretly put money in her boyfriend's wallet. I really want to scold her for being too naive, but forget it, she is just too pure and kind, making me feel uncomfortable cursing when hanging out with her. But one time, I couldn't help but curse because her boyfriend actually cheated on her. We were all furious. Is there any justice in this world? Can anyone be more selfless than her? Every time she spends money on others, she never hesitates, always feeling it's only natural. But when it comes to spending money on herself, she always struggles and hesitates. We often can't stand it. This is called self-abuse, isn't it? Not only is she unwilling to spend money on herself, she is even unwilling to spend time on herself. She is quite casual about herself. Her clothes, sometimes she just randomly buys one at the supermarket. Her hair, she never styles it properly, and never even bothers to comb it neatly. She just gives it a quick comb in the morning and goes out. She is even more casual about eating, never having breakfast, casually ordering fast food for lunch, and often not bothering to eat dinner, just settling for instant noodles when hungry. All her care and attention is packaged and given to her boyfriend. Every time they video call, she would ask her boyfriend, "Have you eaten? It's cold over there, remember to dress warmly." Oh. Do you want me to send you something? Now that she's been cheated on, she must be feeling very confused. We are all very worried about her. During that time, she disappeared. She didn't reply to messages or answer calls. We almost posted a missing person notice. More than a month later, she posted on Instagram. It was about her raising a potted plant, with a smiling face emoji. We were even more frightened. Is this her last act of kindness to the world? We couldn't wait any longer and went to see her. We were shocked. Wow, is this her? When we opened the door and saw her, she was really smiling. It should not be fake. Her home was particularly clean and warm. There really was a potted plant on the windowsill. There was even a bouquet of lilies on the dining table. And she had a small deer night light. I really wanted to steal it. I also noticed a detail, she always loved wearing long skirts, and every time I saw her before, her long skirts were always wrinkled. This time, her long skirt was unexpectedly neat, giving her a bit of a graceful aura finally. I said, "Did you iron your clothes?" She said, "So what, sometimes after washing the sheets, I even iron the sheets." I couldn't help but ask her, when others are heartbroken, they usually indulge in decadence, debauchery, and drown their sorrows in alcohol, how come you've changed? Bonnie said that it was indeed because her boyfriend cheated on her that changed her outlook on life. At that time, the other woman came to find her, and she said, "I am so-and-so's girlfriend." This is Bonnie's boyfriend's name. Bonnie was dumbfounded. "You are his girlfriend, then who am I?" Then that woman began to shamelessly talk about the details of her relationship with the scumbag, including how good he was to her. Bonnie couldn't hear a word, she just kept staring at the shoes on her feet. Those shoes were the ones she wanted to buy half a year ago. She had looked at them countless times, but she had never dared to buy them. The shoes cost over 200 yuan, which was too expensive for her. She saved this money, waiting to transfer it to her boyfriend next time. And now this woman in front of her was wearing the shoes she wanted, and was having an affair with her boyfriend. At that moment, she didn't hate the man, she hated herself. She said, "Now I realize, the person I feel most sorry for is myself. I chose to live a life of self-sacrifice." I said, "Great, you finally come to your senses, you finally act like a normal person." I always thought it's instinctive to be good to oneself, but it turns out that some people need to learn it. Clearly, Bonnie has learned it quite well. She really learned how to be good to herself. She said she would never sacrifice herself to please others. First be good to oneself, and when there is spare energy, then be good to others. Traditionally, this is a story of overcoming heartbreak, but I think it's a beautiful story of learning self-love. Life should be a process of falling in love with oneself and taking oneself seriously. We can't be perfunctory to anyone, especially not to ourselves. Your attitude towards life can make you very proactive and positive in the workplace and in all aspects of relationships, forming a positive cycle of energy.